Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever the hell you're listening to this. You're listening to Fat, Unathletic Nerds Talking Sports, the Sports Pod with Dad Bods. This is JackKnife, along with your other host, the Zach Danielz. Zach, how you doing tonight?
Doing good. It's been a little while. We've been busy. You were in one of the Carolinas, right?
South Carolina, yeah. I did record an episode down there with Big Red, but I'm back home now in New Jersey, so...
Oh, that's right. You did do that. Was a great episode, by the way. You covered NHL free agency very well. I was just in AC this past weekend. At my wife's cousin's wedding, and that was a blast. That was a good time. So we've been busy, but luckily that's off the slate, and we're clean now. So get back to doing some fun stuff. Yep. Some fun stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Wifey and I have been house hunting too since we got back. We came this close to getting our own place, but keep your head down, keep moving forward. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it
that
eventually.
Feeling, man.
Yeah, so where do we want to start tonight? You got a lot of football stuff written down here. Do we want to save that for later, or do you want to get into some hockey stuff I got first, just because the hockey stuff will be quicker?
Yeah, let's see. We got hockey, baseball, and football camp just what's it called? Training camp or mini camp just started. Everyone had to report. It's not like, it was rookies first, then it's the vets, and now everyone's there. Aaron Rodgers showed up in like a wife beater, and he has like a mullet going on.
I forgot all about that. What a great freaking poster.
Dude, what is he now? I really don't understand him.
I don't know. Jeez.
Is he a hippie? Is that what it is?
Could be. I'm not entirely sure. Is he still with Shailene Woodley? I don't know.
No, they're not.
I mean, yeah, and if I remember correctly, he rescinded his trade request, right?
Yeah. He signed with the Packers.
That's right.
Yeah, and Devontae Adams left the moment that happened.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think that's an iconic picture. I mean, who knows? He's done so much in his career, and that he's probably like, I just don't care at this point. I'll show you. I'm going to show up the way I show up. But he could probably still use another Super Bowl or two to, like, if he wants to be talked about with, some of the greatest of all time. I mean, don't get me wrong. He probably is, but.
He's one of the best talents of all time, but the numbers and the Super Bowls, and he's playing in the Tom Brady time period, but, you got to win another one, bro. Like, you can do it. You just have to do it. But yeah, no. Let's start off. What do you got for hockey there, Jack?
Okay. So first, you're looking at this name, right, Zach? Like on the Google Doc.
Yes, the one you asked me to pronounce.
Yes, give it a shot because Tommy Joe was supposed to join us tonight, but he was at Pocono with Alex Rexless this weekend. He still hasn't fully recovered. But so in place, we're gonna have you try to pronounce this name.
How about Matt Tkachuk?
That your final answer?
Matthew Tkachuk.
That was not bad.
How was it?
Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh, dude, I was so close. I thought it was gonna be like a sh instead of a ch.
Yeah,
that was my other guess.
Yeah, well, Tom, we were talking in the group chat. Tom looked at that last name. He's like, "Don't tell me that's a real last name." It is, and now unfortunately he won't. Now I can't use that on him. So
what's up with Tkachuk?
Matthew Tkachuk has been traded to the Florida Panthers, and I gotta say, I feel so bad for Calgary Flames fans because they lost Johnny Hockey to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and Matthew Tkachuk was just straight up with him, like, listen, you lost your best player. I'm your other best player. I can't picture myself winning here. Get me out of here. Straight up with them. And the the Calgary Flames traded him to the Florida Panthers along with a conditional 4th-round pick of the 2025 draft. And going to Calgary is Jonathan Huberdeau, who was a veteran for the Panthers, very good hockey player. Mackenzie Weegar, Cole Schwindt, and a conditional first-round pick of the 2025 draft. Now, Zach, the Panthers don't have a first-round pick till 2026.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, it's not new to sports.
Nope. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first sign-and trade in NHL history.
Really?
Yeah, because Tkachuk signed an 8-year contract extension with a cap hit of $9.5 million a season. At least that's what I think it. At least I think it was a sign-and-trade. I saw that on Twitter. I don't remember where I saw it from. So if I'm wrong, don't crucify me.
Yeah, that's pretty insane, man. I thought that's a pretty common practice in other leagues. This has never happened in NHL where a guy gets traded and just signs a new contract right there.
Actually, I'm brain farting then. I thought, the Calgary gave him an extension just to trade him to... I thought that's how freaking sign-and trades works, but because I'm a moron.
Honestly, I forget how it works sometimes. I just know it's a very common practice.
Okay, but if it's the way that you described it, then apparently so. Yeah, that it would be the first sign-and trade in NHL history.
Don't hold me to that, man. I'm not good at financials, bro. That's the reason. That's the reason we're doing this with no money.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like I said, anyone wants to sponsor us, go for it. We get tens and tens of views.
How about Brothers Bond whiskey,
or a Brita? I mean, my grandma got me this for my birthday because at work I didn't want to drink the water out of the sink, so this filters it. So
yeah, Brita's the shit.
But yeah, anyway, back on topic. The Florida Panthers don't win a Stanley Cup, then they look like fools and they win all in for nothing. And it looks like Calgary has accepted, listen, this window, this core, it's gone. We got to blow it up. And, their GM said, it's something along the lines of, we just got to deal with it. Now, Panthers have some tough competition in their division. Toronto Maple Leafs, I mean, they're going to win a first round eventually. I mean, especially with the talent they have. But, well, that's assuming what happens to the Flames doesn't happen to them in this upcoming offseason, because if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me go on Cap Friendly. Bill Burring it once again, capfriendly.com. Teams, Toronto Maple Leafs, because let's see, Austin Matthews.
Love the preparedness. Ready to go whenever.
Yeah. Okay, he's not a free agent till the summer of 2024. Yeah, I mean, the Toronto Maple Leafs got to, extend Austin Matthews. They can't be so naive to assume that won't happen to them, or this won't happen to them. But still, Toronto's still very good, despite them being an unbalanced team. Detroit's made moves. You heard Matt and I talk about that the last episode.
Yes, yeah.
But Tkachuk's a young guy, so they'll be talent. Panthers still got quite a lot of talent. I mean, I'm sure any fans who've been following that team for a long time are sad to see Huberdeau, but Tkachuk's one of those guys that's worth it. I mean, I remember looking at Rangers Twitter and they were saying why can't we go in for Tkachuk? And I retweeted a clip of Squidward. It's because I don't have any money. I mean, I would it be cool to see Tkachuk in a Ranger uniform? But no, we need help at center, which we talked about already. I'm not going to repeat myself. So yeah, that's the big trade that happened since we last recorded. And free agency. Nazem Kadri still hasn't signed anywhere. Phil Kessel hasn't signed anywhere. I mean.
Yeah, what's going on with Kadri, man? I thought he was in the Stanley Cup. Didn't he just win?
Yeah.
Isn't he one of the winners?
I mean, I think he's kind of weighing his options. He might still want to play for Colorado. Might be seeing if hey, this team, I still want to play with Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar. I hear the Islanders could also be pursuing him. The Islanders haven't made any signings, as far as I know. And, yeah, that's surprising. Kessel's kind of surprising, too. I mean, let's see, how old is Phil Kessel again? He's in his like late 30s, I think. 34 years old. I mean, he can still shoot. He's still got a great shot, but maybe maybe he's asking for too much money, but yeah, Kadri's definitely gonna get paid by someone. It's just a matter of who. So, yeah, I think that just about does it for hockey. That was quick because there wasn't much to talk about, but there was a big trade. So, yep. Let's head to football, Zach. I don't feel like talking about how the Yankees have kind of plateaued lately.
Hold on. No, there's other things. We had the All-Star Weekend for baseball, bro.
Oh, that's right. The American League won for the upteenth time in a row. I don't remember how much it is. We didn't put.
They keep winning too. I don't even know how they keep winning at this point. It's got to be some sort of curse right now in the NL because like it's not like the NL doesn't win the World Series. You know, I mean, what's the last? Let's see. The Dodgers. Who in the last couple? The Braves won it last year. The Dodgers won the year before. Yeah. The Nationals won the year before that. You know, like it's not like the NL doesn't. It's not like it doesn't switch back and forth. But for some reason, the AL always wins the All-Star game. Whatever.
Well, that's because the AL has the Yankees, and the Yankees have All-Star game MVP Giancarlo Stanton. I'm just busting chops.
He fucking crushed that ball.
Yeah, I watched that. As soon as I left the bat, I'm like, gone. But yeah, this
like I feel like on TV sometimes you can't always tell, but that one, Stanton, Judge. There's certain guys in the league like Harper, Stanton, Judge, Acuna, dude, Austin Riley for the Braves recently, Schwarber. I know I'm saying mostly Yankees and Phillies here, but there's just some guys in the league when they hit the ball, you just know it's gone. And actually, good transition into the more fun thing, the home run derby. Do you want me to take this one, Jack? Because I watched that.
I watched it too. Let's go for it. You take the lead on this one.
I'll take the lead because I had money on 3 guys, and guess what? They lost? Were all out by the first round. Fucking fantastic. That includes Kyle Schwarber. I had my hometown guy for the Phillies. I didn't throw a lot of money on any of this because inflation. Thanks, Joe Biden. Thanks, Obama. But first off, him beating Kyle Schwarber losing to Pujols was a little bit fugazi because if you watch a replay, he hit like I think he hit like 2 extra home runs. One they just didn't count, and the second one was like right near the buzzer, and they didn't count it. And he would have gotten by Pujols by I think either 1 or 2. I'm not sure. And but like old man Pujols, like I get it. It was like pomp and circumstance. Just part of me just thinks it just felt rigged. Like no, Pujols wasn't going to win the whole thing, but they definitely just won. They were like MLB was just like. MLB and ESPN were like, we got to get Pujols through the next round. We need more Pujols. We need more Pujols. And then I also had like Acuna, his tosser, his basically batting practice pitcher. He sucked. Like he was just all over the place. He wasn't giving Acuna a chance. And then the other guy I had was not Manny Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, the guy for the Indians.
You're canceled. I'm kidding.
The Guardians. Jose Ramirez, who he's a big bopper, you know. He just wasn't hitting the ball out. And then he wasn't facing Julio. Corey Seager faced Julio Rodriguez. And Corey Seager put up a ton of home runs too. But this Julio Rodriguez kid, man, holy shit. Right. He was the first batter of the whole derby. He put up 32 home runs, and I swear I was watching it. It looked like a video game. Like he didn't stop swinging. And that's another thing. They said Schwarber's home run, one of his home runs didn't count because the ball before he hit another home run didn't land, so it didn't count. Dude, Julio Rodriguez, they were pumping him in there, and he was just driving him out. And, I mean, it was impressive, but a little inconsistency with the rules in my opinion. But Juan Soto did it again. And what is this, like the third or fourth year in a row an NL East player has won the home run derby?
Probably, but like once, but Julio Rodriguez is basically 2008 Josh Hamilton. Like that was the performance we're gonna remember, but not the one who to win it all. But yeah, Juan Soto, like shortly after it was announced that the Nationals were willing to trade him after he rejected a $440 million contract. Jeez, imagine being in a position to turn down that money. But yeah, he went off. He went off. He sure did. That was still a great performance by him.
Yeah, dude. Here. Wait, let me see the winners here. Let's see. We had Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, and Bryce Harper. Yeah, and then Aaron Judge in 2017, Giancarlo Stanton in 2016. Yeah, like I thought Juan Soto won twice. He didn't win twice? No.
Bryce Harper won one year.
Yeah, no, it's been 4 straight derbies. 2020 got canceled. 2018, 2019, 2021, and 2022. Pete Alonso won 2 in a row. Bryce Harper won when he was in his last year as a national. Yep.
So national,
and now another national. Yep.
National met national.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't get it. Like I said, the last 3 World Series winners were NL teams. I don't know how they're not winning. At least, like, breaking it up a little bit between the AL and NL in the All-Star game. But I guess, I don't know. It's just really strange.
Yeah. But yeah, you said, speaking of Indians and Guardians, like you said a minute ago, a group I'd love to have on this show sometime is the Native American Guardians Association. I mean, they're a group of Native Americans. Like, we hear all the stories about how, teams with, Native American imagery are offensive, but this is a group of Native Americans that actually fight to keep it as is, like defend like Native American mascots and all that stuff. But we only have tens and tens of views. I'd like to give them more of an audience than that. So
that's really cool, though.
It is.
I mean, hey, I want to hear their side of the story.
Yeah, it's a different perspective because we could be, not necessarily we, but when I say we, I mean like the stories that we see in mainstream media, they could be wrong about how, or misleading on, that whole issue. But anyway, we want to keep going on baseball, or do you want to head to football now?
No, I think, like you said, the Yankees have plateaued a little bit, it seems. Hey, that's baseball. You're going to come down. You're still, 30 games over 500? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
The Phillies came out the gate a little slow against the Phillies came out the gate a little slow against the Cubs after they went into the All-Star break like on fire. And then after losing to the crappy ass Cubs, they beat the Braves today to go 2 out of 3 in their series with the Braves. So, hey, kudos, cuz that's the Braves have kind of had our number, and they're a very damn good team. I'll admit it. I hate the Braves. I think I officially hate the Braves more than any other team in MLB, but they're like a machine, man. This kid Michael Harris is a center fielder for them. He might be I think they said he's the youngest player in baseball. They were describing him as the youngest player in baseball. He hit a home run against us, and I was like, well, screw me, I guess. I have to be afraid of this kid too now? Like, oh, he's 21. Get out of here, dude. That's not cool. Austin Riley's young. Acuna's young. I know he's hurt, but Ozzie Albies is young. Like, shit. What the? They got Matt Olson too. He hit 2 home runs in this series. So, but that for baseball, that's what's going on. Everything else, it's ebbs and flows, And then there's some teams like the Nationals who still suck, and the Reds still suck, and like that's just how it goes. Oh, the Red Sox also being historically bad for a stretch of time was awesome.
Yeah, I can't even enjoy that because I love the Yankees more than I hate the Red Sox, and like I want us to keep first place in the American League, because assuming we win that whatever round we have in assuming we win against whoever we play in the ALDS, because I think we're going to win the division still. likely have to face the Astros. I don't want to have to go to Houston for Game 6 and 7. I want that in the Bronx. But
Astros are good. But dude, I'm sorry, just the Red Sox losing by 3 touchdowns was fantastic.
Yes, it was fantastic, but I didn't get to fully enjoy it. I mean, that inside the park grand slam, laughing my ass off.
Oh God. All right, are you ready to hand it over to me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, man. All right, I decided I was gonna look up as many big stories on the season as I could find. We already talked about one before, which is Aaron Rodgers being a weirdo, but hey, he's still a Packer. So as long as he's a Packer, I don't know who he's going to be throwing the ball to. I forget, honestly. I think he's got old-ass Sammy Watkins. He's got Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Like, I don't know who he's going to be throwing the ball. Oh, Alan Lazard is pretty good. We'll see. We'll see what happens. He's still Aaron Rodgers. They also have Aaron Jones in the backfield and A.J. Dillon. They're going to be good, but that's a little Green Bay Packers talk there. We're covering a lot of stuff today because there's a lot of news. A lot of stuff happened. Yeah. The biggest recent news was Kyler Murray. After throwing a temper tantrum, he got a 5-year, $230.5 million extension. And after I remembered reading that, and I'm like, the Cardinals are stupid because he's played well at times, but like he's done nothing to deserve this. And that's just how most athletes are nowadays. They're just like, I want the money, especially some quarterbacks. Some quarterbacks are just like that.
I think he's a good quarterback, but is he worth that much money? Absolutely not. Like, I think he's
done nothing.
He's I think he's the second highest paid quarterback in the league now, right?
So I heard something like that. I mean, dude, that's a disgusting amount of money. I mean, that if he's really second, that means he's below Patrick Mahomes, who basically got the key to the city of Kansas City. Like, I don't know. Like, at least Pat Mahomes was in 2 Super Bowls in like the first 3 years of his career, of his starting career. Like, I don't know what Kyler Murray deserves this. I was reading into this though. There's apparently a mandate that he must complete 4 hours of independent film study during each season of this contract. If he doesn't, if he breaches this addendum, the contract would be deemed in default. So I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, any rumors of his maturity and leadership basically got confirmed with that addendum. Because, like, why would they make you do that? Aren't you a football player? You get paid millions of dollars. This is your job. You should be looking at footage. Like, what is that all about?
Yeah, and looking at this, he's 22, 23, and 1 overall record as a starter, and 0-1 after playing horribly and losing the wild card round. So,
that was he.
I mean, I try not to put too much stock in the team. And I feel like quarterback records are kind of misleading in the sense that like that's a team thing. You know what I'm saying? But
no,
I don't know. It's still kind of indicative. I don't know. You've heard me say how I think. We've had debates on how I think the quarterback position is kind of overrated, but whatever. I
think you underrate it, to be completely honest with you. Because, like, look, I get it. Some people think that this is like do or die, and that's why that record, like, sure, you could dispute that it's because it's the Cardinals, but the Cardinals they've not been that bad. In fact,
they have provided him with weapons. They have AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitz is retired now, right? Or is he still there?
Oh yeah. And he did have him for a moment, but it was old ass Larry Fitzgerald. But
DeAndre Hopkins. I love Larry Fitzgerald.
That Christian Kirk, who just got paid big. Christian Kirk broke the wide receiver market. The Jacksonville Jaguars gave him way too much money, but he's a very solid player. Like, they traded for Ertz, who he's also getting up there in age and is slowing down in production. But I mean, he owns the most receptions by a tight end in a single season. So I would know. I know he's very good. I have his jersey upstairs, so I know that he's a good receiver too. Like, he's got some weapons. It's just, here's the thing. Like, let's say this. All right, maybe it's not the end all. What is it called?
End all be all.
I don't. Yeah, something like that. But, like, let's look at this, how they lost to the Rams. Now, I know the Rams that went on to win the Super Bowl. They lost 34-11. Heath went 19 for 34, 137 yards, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks. I don't know if he fumbled the ball. It doesn't say here. Oh, let me see here. Did he fumble the ball? Did he fumble? No, I don't see fumbles. But no rushing yards, and we know Kyler Murray can run. So, yeah, really shitty game. Like, really shitty game. And apparently he took himself out of the game when it was out of reach. He didn't even go in to continue playing. So, anything you could say about his maturity and leadership is now up in the air.
Yeah.
Teammates are defending him right now, but I don't know, man. That's pretty sketchy.
Yep. Let's see. What do we have next on the list?
Next, another more recent one, but I don't know why this wasn't like talked about earlier in the offseason, but Jimmy G wants out of San Francisco. It's just obvious that they're going to go with Trey Lance at the helm. They drafted him extremely high last year at our little draft party, which we didn't get to do this year. I legit don't know why.
Because that was a disaster when we did it.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have the technology
don't know
yet.
Why the Niners... I don't know why the Niners haven't already gotten rid of him or if he asked sooner. I don't know what's going on there. Jimmy G seems like a nice dude, and apparently he's not a bad quarterback. Again, we're going to go back to records here. He's 33-14 in his career as a starter and 4-2 in the postseason. Now, the postseason numbers are a little bit off, but I mean, even for regular season record, that's really not bad. And you know, he's nothing too special, but like, there were definitely some teams that were in the running. They could have easily picked him up. I mean, I know Davis Mills is going to get his chance with the Texans, which honestly I'm praying for that guy because he turned chicken shit into chicken salad last year with the Texans. And he had no expectations, and he actually won a couple games for them. But like, why was Jimmy G not like? Why were the Panthers not in on him? Or I don't know. I mean, it was just weird. He's like mediocre in the playoffs. He's average in the regular season, but I don't know. I think some teams could have used him. But that's just one of the stories. Here's another new one that is a little bit strange. Julio Jones signed a 1-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, jeez. Great.
Because Tom Brady gets what he wants. Yeah. Well, Julio is now kind of over the hill. I mean, he's kind of been for a couple of years now, but he was producing with the Falcons, and he was slowing down. He went to the Titans last year and was just injury prone. He's just not the same guy. But how crazy is it that Julio Jones is going to be the 33-year-old Julio Jones going to be catching passes from the 45-year-old Tom Brady?
I saw this thing earlier that said Calvin Johnson played in high school, played in college, played in the NFL, and got inducted into the Hall of Fame through all while Tom Brady was in the NFL.
Yeah. And rightfully so. He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, 100%.
That's not a question. Goddamn Lions just taking people's careers.
Barry Sanders.
But Julio Jones was on pace. Like, dude, if the freaking Falcons won that Super Bowl, he would have been God. Like, I mean, he after that game, I remember still thinking, I was like, I don't care what anyone says, Julio Jones is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now. Like, that's what he was. He's a big dude. He's built like Calvin Johnson, basically. He's a big dude. He's fast. He has great hands. You know, but right now, he's, like I said, he's 33 years old. He's been in the league a very long time. But, hey, maybe Brady can unlock him. Maybe he can unlock him.
Yep. I mean, Brady no longer has Gronk. Well, for now. Gronk insists that he's done, but his girlfriend or fiance wife or whatever was like, she doesn't believe he's fully done, but, oh, please be done.
Dude. That team still has Chris Godwin, I believe. He's coming back. He's going to be coming back from an ACL injury or something like that. Yeah. And they still have Mike Evans. So, I mean, don't expect anything to slow down there. Leonard Fournette apparently came into camp overweight. I don't know what that is because he made a meme about it. and I was dying laughing. It's like his face plastered onto like some fat dude in a suit. You got to go check it out if you can find it. It was hilarious.
I will when I'm done recording, or when we're done recording, rather.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just pouring my drink right here. I have a little whiskey and ginger ale. So, what's the next story, Jack? What did I write?
Steelers quarterback competition is interesting. Their longtime backup Mason Rudolph, a former second overall pick who failed to meet expectations, now on his third team, or the hometown first-round rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you said it right or it was their longtime backup and a former second overall pick in Mitch Trubisky, or the hometown first-round rookie. Yeah. So
I didn't say it. I was about to say Mason Rudolph was a second overall pick.
No, Mitch Trubisky. Oh, and by the way, we have to say rest in peace. Yeah.
Rest in peace, who?
Oh man, I feel awful now. I don't remember his name. Dwayne Haskins. Haskins. I'm sorry. Yeah, I
that happened a while
rest
ago.
in peace. That was a little while ago. That's why I forgot the name. But I mean that's a really tragic story because he was entered the league. He was a pretty high pick for the Washington, now the Commanders. He was a pick for the Washington football team. He didn't do well. He struggled.
You could say Redskins. I hear ESPN radio call them the Redskins from time to time.
Yeah. But
American Guardians Association.
He was going to the he went to the Steelers and something happened. He got hit by a car. Man. It's just not a good story. But
yeah, Mitch Trubisky is so bad. I keep forgetting he was a second overall pick from the Bears.
He was and I feel bad because that like gave him too high of standards, but also he had like Nagy and that offense that they were in.
So he's kind of like
Daniel
Jones in a sense.
So sort of Danielle Jones.
Danielle Jones.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Daniel Jones just kind of looks like shit to me.
But anyway, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic.
So basically, my money is on them going with Kenny Pickett because the dude has already played at Heinz Field at the University of Pitt. Mason Rudolph has shown to do nothing good except get Myles Garrett to hit him over the head with a helmet. And Trubisky,
I don't think I don't think Rudolph or Trubisky are the type of guys you want to have, young talent sit on the bench for so they can mentor for. They're no Josh McCowns, if that makes sense.
No. I mean, hey, Trubisky, like I said, I think he got a bad shake with the Bears. I mean, he had plenty of opportunities. Don't get me wrong, and he did not play well. He did win a playoff game, and also, I mean. He after they dropped him and they got Justin Fields and Andy Dalton, he went to the Bills of all places, where I don't think you're going to challenge for the job against Josh Allen. So I don't know. I mean, like, maybe you roll with Trubisky to start, but like, why did you get Kenny Pickett in the first round? That's the thing. Like, so apparently it's a competition. Tomlin says it's open, and my money's on Kenny Pickett though. And by the way, I'm never calling it Heinz Field. Fuck that. It's not Acrisure Stadium. Acrisure? I don't care.
Yeah,
Fuck
I was looking. I'm looking at this. I'm like, how do you pronounce that?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly at all.
Yeah, I guess it's Heinz Field. It's kind of like how Toronto Blue Jays fans will never refer to Rogers Center as the Rogers Center. It's the Sky Dome.
We'll go to all right, this is my favorite story of the offseason so far. Disgruntled Baker Mayfield, after being shunned by the Browns because they decided to get their multi-million-dollar quarterback that may not even play a snap this season in Deshaun Watson, are just shoved Baker to the side. The Cleveland Browns traded Baker Mayfield to Carolina, the Carolina Panthers. So they have, just another riveting quarterback competition in Baker Mayfield versus Sam Darnold. But I think Baker Mayfield is actually better than a lot of people think. I don't think he's like a top 10 guy, but I don't think he's like a bottom 20 or like
he's
he's
a serviceable quarterback.
If you look at his stats and the Browns' overall record and just the way the whole team has played in the past couple of years, his career has been a roller coaster. Like the first year, literally anything is better than 1-20, like whatever the hell they were. Like they were 1-31, right? 1-31 in 2 years. They get Baker Mayfield and they beat your Jets. And like, I know the Jets were not that good that year, but hey, that's something, right? That's a big thing. And I think they won a couple more games. And then the next year he kind of dropped off. And then the year after that, they basically were in a fist fight with the Kansas City Chiefs, but they lost to, I think Mahomes got knocked out of that game with an injury. But hey, that's Andy Reid coaching too.
Yeah, he was knocked out of that game. And freaking, was it Chad Henne who held his own?
It was Chad Henne who actually sealed the game. I couldn't believe it, but good for him. He's been around a very long time as a backup. I can't believe he sealed that game. But and then last
I'm
year,
gonna be a smart ass asshole and be like, hey, remember what I was saying about quarterback being overrated? But they lost Patrick Mahomes for the game, and Chad Henne held his freaking own against them. But anyway, back on topic. I just wanted to be a smart ass.
Hey, some people are just built different, like Nick Foles. Where was I going with it? Oh, and then last year, here's the thing about it, the whole getting shunned by the Browns thing. Last year, he destroyed his shoulder earlier in the season. He decided to play through it. Like a warrior, Probably like not the smartest idea. People were like making fun of him for not doing that. So many players have played through injuries.
Trey made a video a week or so ago basically saying, if he didn't try to play through that injury, he'd probably still be on the Browns.
He might be, but here's the thing. Why were they so quick to get Deshaun Watson?
Because they're the Browns and they do things.
Exactly. That's what I'm going with. Because I feel like even if he didn't play, they would have been like, oh, injury prone guy. Let's just get Deshaun Watson. Just get the sex offender. Allegedly. But apparently he's contacted. He's apparently contacted 60-something massage therapists, and Arian.
No, hold on. Folks, Zach has frozen on me. Give us a few minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, Zach's back, everyone. Okay.
What happened?
You just froze.
I did? All right. Well,
yeah.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now. And this is great because now I don't have to edit it. I mean, I heard 60 and then you froze.
Basically, the therapist and Arian Foster went on a podcast, retired running back, went on a podcast and was like, that's fucking insane, bro, because once you find one, you stick with them because they know what to do. You trust each other and everything. That's just insane what he was doing. So I don't know. Allegedly.
Wait, he contacted 60 women because I lost that part too. But
yeah, no, he contacted 60 massage therapists or
Jesus
something.
Christ.
Dude, that's what Arian Foster was saying. Is you pick one, they know how to work you, and you're good. You just pay them. You just keep them on dial.
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna go to 7. I'm not gonna go to 6. I know it's completely different circumstance, but I'm not gonna go to 60 different women for a haircut. My hairstylist, hi Jenny, if you're listening to this, I go to her on a regular.
No, but that's it is exactly what you're talking about because that's kind of that's an individual work. You want someone to do it right. Why are you going to 60 fucking people? I don't know. Anyway, we'll get off
pervert.
That. Yeah, we'll get off that. The point is, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold now in a quarterback competition for the Panthers. But guess what? First off, I think Baker's going to win. But guess who week 1 is?
Cleveland Browns.
Panthers play the Cleveland Browns. I believe the only thing that makes this better, that would have made this better,
if it was in Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in Cleveland. I believe that game.
It's in Carolina, yeah.
It is? You know that?
Yeah.
See, that, oh, man, if Baker was the starting quarterback in white and baby blue and just torched the Browns at their house, and if Deshaun Watson doesn't play, it's even better. Oh my God! Like I don't know who the Browns quarterback is after Deshaun Watson. To be completely honest with you,
I forgot the name. I remember hearing the name. I'm gonna feel like an idiot once I remember it. But
well, I know it's not better than Deshaun Watson.
Browns quarterbacks. Let's see. Jacoby Brissett.
Not bad, but I'd still take Baker over him.
Yeah,
and Deshaun Watson, of course. But then again, we haven't seen Deshaun in 2 years now. But whatever.
But the Cleveland Browns have once again browned.
Yep, the Browns are back to being the Browns.
All right. Next story.
Okay, before we get to our teams, the last one really is just a quick one. KJ Wright signed a 1-day contract with the Seattle Seahawks to retire a Seahawk. The Legion of Boom is basically down to, is Richard Sherman still on the team? Because after that, I don't think there's anyone left in the league from the Legion of Boom.
I remember him being on the Buccaneers. No, he's a free agent.
Last year.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Well, either way, just another one down from that historic defense. And he was a great player. He was very, very good linebacker. So for him, good for him. The Seahawks are in trouble unless Drew Lock is like really good or something.
Yep. Jamal Adams played himself in that, getting traded from the Jets to the Seahawks because he thought the Seahawks would be good. Now, how the turntables. But speaking of the Jets, Mekhi Becton has been moved to right tackle to left tackle. I mean, if I heard correctly on the radio today, like he could eventually earn left tackle back. They were saying how he's coming off of an injury, and Zach Wilson being a righty, you don't protect that blind side, you could really your quarterback could end up out for the year. They talked about that a lot. I mean, he got a lot of criticism regarding his weight. He did lose a lot of weight, and I think I remember hearing about that thinking, I don't know if that's really going to be too much of an issue for him. And Bart Scott, today on ESPN Radio, basically confirmed what I thought. He's that type of player, an offensive lineman, when they're out, they're not, because of an injury, they're not going to be moving around a lot. So, but now that he's healthy again, able to work out some more, he was able to drop the weight. So, yeah, if it was a position like a guy like Leonard Fournette or a wide receiver position, then you'd have to worry. But Becton's a tackle. He lost the weight, and I really hope he could stay healthy this year because I still believe in this kid.
Dude, he's a good talent, and honestly, I mean, I was talking to our buddy Sean, who we were just hanging out with at Moore's Tavern the other week. He was the one telling me, he's like, there's nothing to worry about for Becton, and he's been following him on Twitter and Instagram. The dude has been. I don't know if you follow him at all, Jack, but like I have actually, like, because of Sean, I follow closely. After Sean told me that he's been putting in some real work, I mean, all the dude has been doing is posting like workout videos of him just moving weight, like moving mass, and just the captions always like, you watching? You see what's going on? Like, he's just motivating himself. So I'm not surprised by this at all. I think Becton's good. I think the Jets are honestly in to give everyone a rude awakening. I really think they may even have a winning record. Not even joking. They really might have a winning record.
I'm not going to go that far yet. I'd love it, but I'd hope for like maybe, close to 5. I know there's no 500, but close to 500 and competitive in every game.
Yeah, no, I think you got to get close to 500. I think they win minimum 7 games. I think they win 9.
All right. Well, I'd like that. Well, now I follow Becton on Twitter, so.
Yeah. No, the dude has been reading the headlines. He's not effing around. He's gonna come in and show off. So we'll see though. We'll see what happens.
All right. Now get on to your Eagles.
I don't really have much to say about the Eagles besides seeing AJ Brown in midnight green is sexy as fuck. That's about it. I mean, this is also probably the best. Oh, I don't know. I said this is the best Eagles wide receiver core. Really, what I mean is like this is probably the best 1-2 punch we have because, I mean, AJ Brown is. People are saying he's not like amazing or anything. He had a couple injuries last year, which is a little bit worrisome. But the dude, I mean...
Yeah, Glaber Torres! Yeah! Sorry, I'm watching the Subway Series.
Wow. Yeah, these fucking New York fans just have to upstage everything Philly does. Everything we do, just got to jump in and talk about New York. No, but...
Hey, I'm wearing a shirt of a Pennsylvania beer, if that makes you feel better. But, sorry, go on.
That is fair, that's fair.
We'll still probably lose.
Well, look, all I know is A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith is going to be disgusting because A.J. Brown is just a big, muscular fucking dude. He can go up and get it, and he's pretty fast himself. Is there a fly here? What was that? There's a fly in front of my camera.
Yeah, well, Jalen Hurts has weapons that he can work with. Wait.
I think so. In fact, dude, this is the thing. They have, for the wide receivers, they have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, who, listening to Chad Johnson, who is now like a huge Philadelphia advocate, which is awesome, and he wants to move to Philly.
Oh, Joe Cinco, right? He's been a Jets advocate too.
Yeah, he loves the teams that everyone doesn't like, and you know what? That's us. So, I think everyone doesn't like you guys because they like making fun of you. People don't like the Eagles because we're Philly. But either way, the A.J. Brown just. Big dude, stud, gonna take over number 1 spot. But Devontae Smith he's pretty fast. He has amazing hands, and the thing that Chad Johnson and Chad Ochocinco points out is his route running. And honestly, if you watch videos of the dude, even on plays when he doesn't catch the ball, he just breaks away from cornerbacks. It's amazing to see. And the sideline catches, the dude has gorilla grip hands, like it's insane. And then there's Quez Watkins, who's a very quick, speedy slot guy. They picked up Zach Pascal from the Colts, who played under Nick Sirianni when he was an offensive coordinator. And Nick Sirianni, his big thing was wide receivers, because he was a wide receiver in college. And then after that, you have, in my opinion, if you're going to have 5 wide receivers, you now have to pick between Jalen Reagor, a first-round pick from a couple years ago, or Greg Ward, an undrafted former college quarterback who's been a wide receiver for the Eagles for a couple years now and has made some very clutch plays. So it's safe to say that the fans, honestly, probably side with Greg Ward more than Jalen Reagor. That's not good for Jalen, man. And look, I don't want to, continue to dunk on this kid because he's been getting dunked on since the day he got drafted over Justin Jefferson, which now we totally, absolutely, 100% regret.
Yeah, I mean, having all these options at wide receiver, good options at wide receiver, that's a good problem to have. Who knows? Because that's also assets.
It's a better problem. It's been better than in recent years. I wouldn't say it's as good as 2017 when they had Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith and even Nelson Aguilar having an amazing season. Zach Ertz. They it's not that good, but I mean, there's a lot of potential. And if Jalen Hurts can just do the job, I think this offense could be explosive. Oh, by the way, the defense, we got James Bradbury from the Giants. I'm praying that works out because getting guys from division rivals usually never works out for the Eagles. But getting James Bradbury, who is a stud cornerback, opposite side of Darius Slay, who's been a beast for years, one of the better lockdown corners in the league, and Kaiser White from the Chargers at linebacker. We picked up Hassan Reddick from the Panthers to pass rush, which we've been bad at. They re-signed Fletcher Cox on some cheap deal. Brandon Graham, my boy here on this jersey, he's going to be coming back after an ACL tear. Our defensive line looks studly. We also got Jordan Davis in the draft. This just mammoth human being to be a defensive lineman, probably going to be replacing Fletcher Cox. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff there that makes me feel like this team can make the playoffs, maybe even win the division. I personally don't think either the Commanders or the Giants are going to be better. I think
Dallas, I don't think it's that scary of a team.
Trust Daniel Jones at all, and the Cowboys lost Amari Cooper to the Browns, and I don't think they've really made any amazing improvements on either side of the ball, in my opinion. I don't think McCarthy's that great of a coach. I think Dak is a little bit overrated. He's a very good quarterback. He's probably the best in the division still, but I'm not convinced. I think the Eagles could win the division.
I'd say they're definitely the biggest competition for Dallas in the division, but
100%.
We'll have to see how this season plays out. So, yeah, I think we basically covered all we wanted to talk about tonight. Zach, anything you want to say?
No, but I am going to be coming out with another movie review. This movie will be a Disney Channel original. There's a lot of sports movies by Disney Channel. Like the Disney Channel original movies, the TV movies. There's a lot of sports movies there. And me and my wife convinced me to tap into them. I watched one that I've never watched before, and my God, I'm going to talk about it.
I know exactly what this movie is, and I'm not going to spoil it this time. I'm not making that mistake again.
Yeah, but I mean, man, Disney Channel movies. It's funny.
Zach, it's funny when what? Because you froze there too. And you're frozen again. Zach, you need a better internet connection. Hold on. We'll be back, folks.
Just
okay,
close
Zach,
it out, bro.
All right, just close it out. All right. Yeah.
Just close it out.
Yeah, and one last thing. Tommy Joe, who will hopefully be on soon. I want to hear him talk about Pocono. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you very much for listening. Be sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube at Fat Unathletic Nerds Talking Sports. And be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms at FUNTS Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and at Fat Unathletic Nerds Talking Sports on Facebook. This is JackKnife alongside Zach Danielz. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Go Birds.